mix up. So you're going to be representing the Kalabari Kingdom in the United Nations pageant in Florida, USA. Precisely.
Okay.
Yes. So after this is done on the 29th and you emerge
29th
of December 2025.
That's
With less than 3 months. Because this is October already. Yeah. Or should I say less than 2 months?
For real, like a Kalabari girl will fly go out. You really will not be lying.
Everybody, I take offense to that. What do you mean by Kalabari girl?
We're not saying now because this is the first time. No, this is the first time we're picking. Because we've got a lot of, I won't lie to you, we run one of Nigeria's biggest podcast channel, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of pageantry across Nigeria's local communities. This is the very first time we're hearing that a local brand is going international with the name pageantry.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to the biggest podcast in all of Niger Delta. I'm talking about the GistCity Podcast. Now, before we go on, I want to introduce my amazing host for today, Mr. Pokima.
Too one shot for me. When they say Niger, we have a lot of things on our table. Right?
Yeah. So, how are you doing today? How's your day? You look really good, by the way. What was your inspo? What was like the inspiration? What do I have for you? Are you always asking what I have for you?
No. What do you have for me? This is the very first ever asking you this. What do you have?
I have a lot.
Like what?
I have a lot. We'll be unpacking a lot in the show today.
Okay.
But before I continue, today we are going to be discussing the ills of the modern industry. But before we get into what we have for today, I'm going to leave my hosts to talk about our sponsors for today's show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another exciting episode of GistCity Podcast, your number one in Niger Delta. And of course, now we unpack the big deals for you in these Niger Delta territories, most importantly, the local communities. And then there are special people, there are special corporate fame that has always made sure that this our show is brought to a success. We're talking about a very special fame, the Belema Oil Producing Limited. A big shout out to Belema Oil. They are the truly indigenous Niger Delta world-class energy company operating within this Niger Delta territory. Believe me, they got you covered. Corporate social responsibility, youth empowerment, it is startup seed capital for upcoming SMEs and all of that. They got you covered. Number 2 on our list is the MLJ Marine Oil and Gas. MLJ Marine, of course, you know him now. What is our Rivers do them? You can't be a Rivers guy and a Rivers leader and then you don't know who MLJ is. Believe me, they got us covered. Then, just recently,
tell them.
We want to use this medium to also inform you all that we've got Tantita Security Services Limited on board. Alright, so Tantita said I should tell you people. In fact, make I speak the Zo language, make I speak the pidgin. Tantita say, make I tell Ona to stay away from illegal bunkering. If not, federal government will catch up on. However, they say make I also let on know say now then they protect the pipeline we cut across this Niger Delta territories. Now then one of the companies who they protect this pipeline. Then they protect the pipeline and they also protect our people. So therefore, they've just sent me this simple information to you guys that they love you all and they would always ride with you all. Ladies and gentlemen, with this few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you to stay away from profile. Alright, at this moment, we'll just dive straight to the topic of today, which is simple. Pageantry. Let me hand over this segment to my co-host to take a lead.
Alright, so we're talking about the ills in the modeling industry. We're talking about the positives, the negative. And here with me is none other than Tamnotoye. So how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
You look really good, by the way.
I swear, it's blizzard, sharp. Through Salama for us now.
Okay, so wanted to talk about the modeling industry. So you're an organizer, you've been in the space for quite a while now. So can you tell us about it? Tell us about the positives, talk about the negatives, just talk about everything in general.
Okay, so for pageantry, I would say before I got into it, which was very recent, I had my reservations. Yes, because and they were based off general opinions. And you know how people say in every rumor there's an atom of truth. So, oh my goodness, modeling, they say girls are suffering, they say girls are going through a lot, they say they just take these girls to different countries and
do something
else. But then we've seen the likes of Agbani Derego.
Yeah,
very popular.
These are Niger Delta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The likes of Agbani Derego. We have so many other people. I know there was one I really kept tabs with. Shout out to Ben Murray Bruce. I think that was MDJM. What year was that now? Girls really are open to opportunities. I mean, they go and they tell you, oh, this has happened. I got this development. I got exposed to these things. And then they come back, they're trying to push for personal development and general development and trying to brand themselves too. So what the notion that, you know, the modeling space is totally corrupt and there are no good things from it is not something I align with.
Okay.
Again. And besides, we also have the likes of Mrs. Tubosoye, which is my boss, by the way, and we see the great things that she is doing, and we see Okay. So first of all, I am PR person for the Miss Kalabari Pageantry.
Miss Kalabari. Yes. So tell us about it. Please.
Exactly. That's why I'm here to tell you all about it. So that in itself is somebody who has been a model, who still is, who has gone out, gotten exposed, and is coming back to give back to
why Kalabari?
Society.
Because this is Nigeria, we got a lot of communities.
Yes, we have a lot of places, but it's like when somebody says Black Lives Matter and then somebody comes to say all lives matter, we're talking about Black lives. So it is Kalabari because we want to push the regal and cultural heritages of Kalabari.
All right, so one special conversation, one special question is, how are we not sure that this pageantry, because we're talking about the ease in pageantry business, right, in Nigeria, and especially Niger Delta, this pageantry is not one of those pageantry where people will come and talk about this, that, but then it's something else. How are we sure that this is different? What's that significant impact that this has created amongst others?
Okay, so the Miss Kalabari Pageantry, this is the maiden edition and it's kicking starts in December on the 29th. This particular one is different because it is not just, as much as we want to push the cultural heritage of Kalabari, we're also targeted at the girl child. So we're trying to impact the girl child, we're trying to develop the girl child, we are trying to push for both investment, we're trying to push for amplifying and, should I say, relishing or putting the light on the heritage and the beauty of Kalabari.
Okay.
But basically, the girl child, because if you do not make impact in people are the people to create changes. So if you do not make impact in people, if you create no impact in people, you cannot give back to the society at large.
Yeah.
And now, as much as it is just Kalabari, it doesn't mean that it is only Kalabari people who benefit from it. It is Kalabari.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Investors are allowed from different parts of the world.
Are you guys only accepting Kalabari contestants?
Yes.
Okay. That's why.
Okay, I was thinking is a Kalabari good investing or investing or
it's just Kalabari, but our investors are vast.
Okay.
Our investors are vast.
What are the benefits of investing? Come on, this is pageantry and it's not. I don't think it's a very known brand right now. When I'm talking about the Miss Kalabari International brand.
Okay.
So,
I thought you meant pageantry
so what are the possible benefits if, let's say, I've got this company that want to say, I want to be the sole sponsor.
Okay.
What's the company going to be? Is it corporate social responsibility or normal business?
First of all, the winner of whoever is going to be the winner of the pageantry, that's this year, both the overall winner, the runner-ups, the overall winner is going to be representing Miss Kalabari at the UN pageantry.
Wow, that's nice.
Wow.
Wait,
That's
hold on.
really good.
From this our River State here, because
Of
you know
course.
they happen.
That's the thing.
The overall is going to be
But then na television, they will give you television, deep freezer.
No,
Wow, that's a lot.
television and deep freezers.
So what about first runner-up, second runner-up, third
No,
runner-up?
don't travel.
you get 1 year scholarship
To where?
and free modeling. It's all going to be discussed in the package. Now I'm driving towards what my investors or what our investors are going to benefit.
Okay.
If already there's a global recognition, imagine the brand or the runner-ups becoming ambassadors for your brand. Think about it.
Yeah.
See the publicity and the visibility it gives to your brand. So I feel like not just I feel modeling is something that anybody who is a smart investor now, it may sound like if you are a smart investor, you know that one of the places to put your money is where there's going to be visibility on your brand.
Yes, exactly.
And modeling, Miss Kalabari Pageantry is going to give you that visibility. So brand for individual profiling, you're getting that. You're getting mentions, ads. You're getting obviously, and when your brand has visibility, you get returns. You get patronage. So it comes in numbers.
Okay, so let's talk about pageantry as a whole. A lot of times I hear that this pageantry was rigged and they paid the organizers or the judges, and this person didn't merit it. Have you experienced something like that before? Have you been part of something like that before?
And the person didn't merit it. One thing I know about pageantry, and I've always seen, is that it is glaring. Contestants are asked, what would you do if you win this pageantry? What's the thing you want to give back to society? What's that plan of yours you have? And everybody gets to hear what you have to say. If it doesn't meet up the standard, or if it doesn't sound like you are very confident or bold, or you own that plan as an original property of yours, everybody can tell.
Okay.
And from what I've observed, it goes to what more than 90% of people, it goes to who more than 90% of the people watching can tell that no, this person deserves it. This person deserves it. And then mind you, it is not just the 1 day competition. They have different things that they do. They have different should I say task that is given. So all of the result is based off different things. So I've not heard about a pageantry being rigged. Or do
What happens? This is society for you.
Okay, let me give an example. This is not something that happened in Nigeria. I was watching a pageant. I think it was like Miss United States, Miss something. And then one of the judges asked this particular lady a question. She asked her a question about the guy was actually in a gay marriage, and he asked her about what's her stance on LGBT. And if a marriage can happen between a man and a man, and then she said that for her, it can only happen between a woman and a man. And that was he was obviously acting based on bias, and so were like most of the people in the crowd, because other people were like booing and stuff like that. Thing is very prevalent there, but over here it's not very prevalent. So because of that thing, she did not win, and then people were saying that he was being biased by asking that question, because the question was obviously just, let's say, a trap. So she would have to say what she did not want to say, but then she still stood on her ground, and then she did end up winning. So don't you think that is an example of it being rigged? Because I mean, it's
if you
prejudice.
rig for that, I would say different pageantry have their different requirements, and then sometimes you cannot take
right now. Okay, hold on. You're running a local pageantry, aiming for the international stage. If I want to get you clear, right? It's a local. We have national, then we have international pageantry. But this is a local pageantry aiming for the international stage. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Now, what is your own standard, so that people can come back to this conversation, to this podcast, and say this was what one of the organizers said, but then they are going back or they are doing otherwise. What is your own standard?
We are going to go back on our word because he just said we're going back. Okay, so first of all, the requirements for you have to be from Kalabari, clear and stated. It's from 18 to 28 years of age.
Papa and mama, or just maternal, or anyone. Or full blood Kalabari, because let's be specified.
You have to be from Kalabari. Where are you from? I'm from Kalabari.
Wow, hold on. Where are you from? I'm from Kalabari. I'm from Ikwere. My mother is from Ikwere. if I have an equity pageantry, I can also, because I'm still partly queen.
Where's your dad from, Mr. Pokima? Where are you from?
Me, I'm from Niger.
Where you come from?
Okay.
You know how we have the Delta Igbo and all of that. So I can say I can be partly Kalabari and partly Ogoni.
Look, I'm going to leave that for terms and conditions apply. So we're yes.
Okay.
So you have to be from age 18 to 28. Your height is 5.7.
Hey, I wanted to talk about something. Let me just say something. I personally believe that most of these pageantries, we tend to push certain beauty standards, and it can be very toxic. Imagine 12-year-old me getting told that I cannot go into modeling because physically I'm not a very tall person. I'm tall, but I'm not short.
Physically, I'm a short person.
I'm not a short person. I'm like 5'6", yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm not 5'6", but I'm tall. I'm a tall person.
Okay, you're not 5'6". That was a prophecy.
Yeah, I was seeing my future. I'll be tall. Don't worry, it's just a matter of time. So basically, you're getting told that, I can't go into modeling because I'm not a tall person, or someone that's like very, very big now, you can't go into modeling because you are too fat, or you're dark, or you're okay. We have people that have certain skin conditions like vitiligo, or you can't go into modeling because of your skin and all of that. So don't you think that these beauty standards are toxic? Like now, this height. I remember applying to a modeling agency back then when I was still chasing my modeling dreams. But then I was like, and I applied to this agency, and they told me that, well, send in your measurements. If you don't meet this requirement, don't text back. And I was like, now wow. So if you don't have other options or something like that.
For your short people.
Oh my God. So I know that over the years, beauty standards, it has been a conversation that is never ending. Although right now, people are being advised. We're talking about ladies now, so let's talk about ladies. Ladies are being advised to appreciate yourself. Short, tall, long, whatever the case may be, appreciate yourself. But then, just like every organization where you go to, where you're required, we need 5 years experience, we need 3 years experience, we need you to have a master's in this, you have to have a BSc in this.
Isn't that different?
It's not different in a way.
Because I can work for all those things. I can get those things. I can't change if I'm a black person. I can't become fair. Okay,
which is why I tell people. I saw a post today and it really resonates with me. What gets us away from certain troubles is, first of all, appreciating yourself. Self-love helps. It helps a lot. Yeah, it does help a lot. And then sometimes some people shoot themselves in the foot. You have seen the requirements, and you know you do not meet or beat the requirements.
But your heart is still there.
Your heart is still there. But then because of the whole, first of all, it was, you need to be slender, you need to be slim bodied, like
your standard is being slender, like you.
No. I'm giving an example. Yeah. We are so used to you need to be slender, you need to be slim, like that. But now we have plus size models.
Yeah, we have plus size models.
Is your pageantry plus size, or for all of them?
5'7"
height.
Yes, maximum. So
size.
When that conversation.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, so I would always advise, as much as I am here to talk about pageantry and I am all for my brand, I need you to.
I want to get something clear. You're looking for Miss Kalabari International, where you carry fly go abroad. That's the one. That one is very, very important to me. Are you looking for fat, slim, chubby? Which other one again? Or you're looking for a slim person?
First of all, the Kalabari woman is known for
you're aiming for the international market. An international market takes a slim person. You are coming with a local brand. How do you stand out when you're talking about, first of all, height? I think we have people that are fat and yes, you're talking about, but then how do you now marry? You're looking for the international, because it is a lot with the local communities, right?
It is.
International, taking local to international. How then do you now pick? Are you going to pick a fat Kalabari, a chubby Kalabari girl, or you're going to pick a slim Kalabari girl?
So let's do this now. We will get to know the winner, then you see whether that person is plus size or say. You cannot say the the international market takes just slim people, because I just talked about us having plus size. We have plus size models.
Yeah, we have plus size models.
She acted a particular.
So
movie, I cannot
what is
remember.
this? What is this stage that you're taking this local brand? What's the name of the stage in the international market?
What's the? I don't.
The name of the stage. You said okay, UN.
Yes,
like
yes.
the.
Let me even call it properly so
Okay.
that there are no mix-ups. So you're going to be representing the Kalabari Kingdom in the United Nations pageant in Florida, USA, precisely.
Okay.
Yes. So after this is done on the 29th, and we merge
29th
of December 2025.
That's-
With less than 3 months. But
Mm.
this is October already. Yeah. Or should I say less than 2 months?
For real, like a Kalabari girl will fly go out. You will not be lying. This one is
Everybody, I take offense to that. What do you mean
we're just saying now because this is
deserving as
this is the first time. No, this is the first time
Yes.
we're picking, because we've got a lot of. I won't lie to you. We run one of Nigeria's biggest podcast channel, right?
Yes.
So we've got a lot of pageantry across Nigeria's local communities. This is the very first time we're hearing that a local brand is going international with the name pageantry. So we do not want to believe that it's an audio conversation. Like obviously, we're gonna premiere this on Spotify. So let it not be like we only hear the audio, we don't see our face on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you to reaffirm me on this, that yes, you're taking these people to represent Kalabari internationally. It's not going to be an audio conversation.
No, it is not an audio conversation. It's not. I like my brand. I regard my personality. So if it is something that is not grounded, I think the last thing I want to do on, I can call this a national TV or a podcast, is to tell a lie or to make unfounded claims. So yes, the Miss Kalabari Pageantry is going to be taking the winner in USA, Florida, precisely, at the United Nations Pageantry.
That's nice. That's a whole lot.
Much.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So I wanted to ask. Let's talk about like the modeling industry as a whole. We have heard in time past. I think you actually
Yes.
give one.
Why don't you have your reservations because you wanted to be too much? They showed you shaking.
No. I'm not being biased.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not being
fine,
biased. Okay, so I wanted to ask now. Have you experienced or have you seen or have you heard of any, should I say, altercations between a director or a boss to a model, as in sexual advances or something like that?
From a boss to a model.
Yes.
I don't quite
Have you heard? Have you seen?
Have you
Okay.
seen?
Harassment or something?
Personally, no. Have I heard stories like that?
Yes.
Now, me talking about a brand does not mean that I push away. Every industry has its own, what would I call it now? Comes with its own challenges. Yes, these are not foreign to institutions, workspace, banking, here and there. They are not foreign. Have I had a personal encounter? No. Have I heard? Yes, I have.
Okay. So what do you make of those experiences that you've heard of? How prevalent do you think it is in the industry today?
In the industry today, I would say where humans exist, we cannot tell to what extent ills and wrongs are going to be.
Okay.
Do you get? As far as humans are there, humans are capable of doing things right and doing things wrong. So is it still in the industry? Could it still be prevalent? Yes, it could still be. But in the Miss Kalabari Pageantry, we are very particular about our contestants coming in. We're very particular about the people who are to be handling these girls, because these are people who have dreams. These are ladies who have visions and they just want to chase their dreams. So we do not want anything that is going to contradict the purpose and contradict our purpose and contradict our brand. So we're not going to be recording any issue of model clashing with bosses and bosses sexually harassing models. No, it is not consistent with our character traits and our brand.
So now, I want to ask you a question. What is your advice now to any 14, 15, 16, even 18-year-old that is probably having hopes of going into the modeling industry, but then she's seeing certain beauty standards being projected now, like this slim fit, slender, or a certain skin type? What is your advice to those kind of people?
I'm a creative. I have dreams. I have things I want to do. I want to be able to chase my dreams and not have anything stand in the way. But can I totally be in control of the things that will stand in the way? No, they will come up. It is how I react to them that matters. So to you watching out there, to you listening, you want to be the next Miss this, you want to be the next Miss that, you want to be able to express yourself in pageantry. First of all, believe in yourself and believe in the dream that you want to chase. Secondly, you have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve what you are going for. It doesn't matter the standards that any pageantry or any institution puts out there to be the beauty standard for it is their beauty standard. It is not the general beauty standard. And mind you, there are not beauty standards. There is you and there is another person. You are beautiful, tall, dark, short, average height. You are beautiful. Believe in yourself. Love yourself enough to not let what society puts as their standard set you back.
Yeah.
I think that's
no problem.
that's nice.
All right, for me, what I want to say is we want to see in this Niger Delta. We want to see.
You are going to see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's episode. Don't forget, this is GistCity, biggest podcast show in Niger Delta. And believe me, today is pageantry all the way. What is your take on this particular conversation? Do you think that this is the very first time that a local pageantry is aiming internationally, or do you think that this is one of its kind, or do you also think that it is audio? However, 29th is not far. Perhaps maybe after 29th we'll be waiting for that particular. When is the date of that UN this thing?
It will be let out after.
All right, whatever it is, we're watching and we will keep you guys updated.
I mean, it's not audio, so you can follow us on all platforms to be sure that.
Exactly.
Yes, we are on TikTok, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram, we are on X at Miss Kalabari.
Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, you've had it all, Miss Kalabari, for you. See you same time on Wednesday, 5 p.m. West African time. Bye. See you. Bye.